So welcome, guys. Welcome to Barbershop Conversations, man. Where I'll be recording games, going to games live and recording and giving you guys my commentary after. And I just think it's a cool way to teach my son the game of basketball. He's in a he wants to play basketball in high school and excel at a great level. Um, so welcome to the new platform, y'all. And if you want to support, Cash App SILENTHEROS. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, feel free to hit me at Silent Heroes, and all the stuff will be linked below in the description. I thank you guys in advance. This is the very first one. My son will be doing commentary with me from time to time, so it should be fun. And first game, Harvard Westlake versus Sierra Canyon last Friday, sold out in front of a live audience, and I'm just going to give my commentary throughout the game, and we'll have fun doing it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Harvard Westlake versus Sierra Canyon. This is now has replaced um, the Crenshaw versus Manual Arts, the Crenshaw versus Washington Prep. If you're familiar with anything, you'll understand what I'm saying. But um, Sierra Canyon has the ball. Elohim takes and shoots and misses an air ball, goes out of bounds on number 11, who is Noah Williams, who's actually committed to CSUN. And Elohim is a 4 or 5 star commit athlete committed to the University of Arkansas. And Trent Perry has the ball. As many of you know, he starred in LA the past few years, leading guard for Harvard Westlake. He's committed to USC. He made that announcement earlier this basketball season on ESPN. Um, yeah, Trent Perry with the rebound. Excuse me, Justin Pippen with the rebound, kicks it ahead to Bryce Cofield. Bryce Cofield kicks it over to Jaden Alexander. Splash, all three. Who is Jaden Alexander? Is also the son, if I'm not mistaken, of Big Boy. Big Boy, who was the soundtrack of my childhood. I've had a chance to meet him a couple of times, and at boxing events, I've interviewed him quite a few times, and he's been nothing but gracious, as he is on the radio, that he is in person. Um, Blocked coming up the court is number 2, Elohim, who kicks it over to Jaden Alexander again, who misses the three. Robert Hinton, who I absolutely admire and love, man, what a hell of a basketball player. Kicks it over to Nick Kamini, who's top 15 at his position, 2025, and real talented team on the Harvard Westlake side. I failed to mention Christian Ori, who is the son of Robert Ori. The Mission League is full. When I say full of um, basketball players, from proven basketball players from the NBA. And then we have Robert Hinton passes the ball, passes it over to Trent Perry. Trent Perry has the ball, who, by the looks of it, will be starting point guard or combo guard. Pretty similar to Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie out of Taft. I can see him playing a starring role like that alongside Bronny James. I believe Bronny James is going to need another year to fully heal and grab his bearings. Justin Pippen misses 3. Robert Hinton gets the rebound and pushes, as he always does. If Robert Hinton gets the rebound, he's either going to get fouled or get an and one or do something positive. But one thing he is going to do is straight line to that rim. I don't know if I was fortunate enough, but I had a chance to coach against him earlier this year, and he's a nightmare. He's physical, he's tough, he's athletic, he's strong, highly intelligent, comes from a great crop. I don't know his brother, but when I did my research on him to prepare, I know he has a brother that's in an Ivy League school, and his dad is a doctor. So if I'm a lawyer or a doctor from an Ivy League. So congratulations to that family. Justin Pippen gets the steal, passes it up to Bryce Cofield, who's a hell of an athlete, man. I don't know him. I watched the game prior, so I watched the game live, so this is a recording that I had recorded there. So pretty good athlete. They called the travel on that. Back in my day, we didn't have a 0 step. So now you get away with stuff like that. So that would be considered a 0 step. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. So Trent Perry passes the ball to the left. It's deflected out of bounds. Harvard Westlake will take the ball out. Trent Perry, who's in the running for McDonald's All-American. I thought the last game, good rebound by Nick Kameni, who kicks it back out to Christian Ori. Back to Trent Perry to Christian Ori, who swings it over to Robert Hinton. Once Robert Hinton goes downhill, it's a nightmare. Nick Kameni, I'll get back to that story in a second about the McDonald's All-American. And Nick Kameni turns the ball over to Jaden Alexander, and who gets fouled by Christian Ori. Harvard Westlake is led by Coach Rabibo, who is renowned as one of the top coaches in CIF. They won state last year, led by 5 Division I kids, man. When you have 5 Division I kids in your starting lineup, you better win. You know what I'm saying? It's 6-2 now, Sierra Kane, as you guys can see at the top of your screen. 4:20. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Getting back to the McDonald's All-American, I thought Mercy Miller did a great job in terms of separation, for that McDonald's All-American spot over Trent Perry last week or earlier this week, this Wednesday. I had a chance to watch that game, and I thought he was exquisite. Trent Perry was not as good, still good as it pertains. But I would have from this southern section. I know Carter Bryan is over there in the IE, but in the southern section, I would have Mercy Miller as my leading candidate for a McDonald's All-American selection. And congratulations to Master P, man. He's done a hell of a job with preparing his kid. Trent Perry goes downhill. Trent Perry puts 2 shoulders on the rim. He does a good job at finishing, especially when you don't wall up and ask him to be creative at the rim. If Nick Perry is not going to be creative, Trent Perry is not going to be creative at the rim. He's gonna finish in a high percentage. Nick Kameni pulls up for 3, air ball. Interesting. And somebody's father sitting in the front row is giving Nick Kameni the business, who absolutely probably loves it. You know what I mean? Number 25 checks in. I don't have him on my list. He wasn't on Max Preps, so I got to figure out who that is. But that's a 7-footer. I'm not sure who he's being recruited by, but I believe he's from Sudan. Justin Pippen, who I really enjoyed watching him for the first time. Looked good. Looked like he's got great pace, man. Got great pace, great understanding. Foul, as I told you, once Robert Hinton goes, if he gets a rebound, you better wall up. And you got to make him go east-west, even if it's just for one dribble, to give your teammates a chance to recover in transition defense. Robert Hinton, man, who had a chance, I believe he was offered by several, most notable USC. He's definitely a Pac-12 type guard, but he chose education and basketball. So I wish him well on his endeavors. I admire him because I was the assistant coach for Burroughs, and I had a chance to watch. I watched probably about 10 games, and Robert Hinton definitely jumped off the screen in terms of his commitment and his zeal for the love and his effort. Number 12, Bryce Cofield, who showed pretty well. Jaden Alexander, who's the 5th wheel on this team in terms of the starting lineup. I wish I could have saw Jaden Alexander play in a starting role, in a leading role, playing behind Justin Pippen. I think Jaden Alexander is a little bit more than just a catch and shoot, catch it on the perimeter guy. Timeout, Sierra Kane, they're up 11-8 right now. Harvard Westlake comes storming back. They go off to a quick start, and now we're back to start of the game. Jaden Alexander, I had a chance to see him play live last year, and I thought he was ultra athletic. Uh, uh, Plays with great speed, great pace. He's very strong. Passing lane steal by Robert Hinton, which is um, his IQ and his fast twitch is just amazing. Justin Pippen on Trent Perry, what everyone paid to see that tonight, as it pertains to them. But Bryce James isn't playing. For those of you who were wondering, I was told he was out with an illness. That's number 12, Bryce Cofield. You know who's climbing up the recruitment ladder. So I hear. Uh, they say he's had some conversations with Southern Utah. Trent Perry pulls up for three. Splash catches it off a dribble handoff and hits a big three on the left wing, as you guys can see. Trent Perry, who I thought has improved greatly on his perimeter shooting. He wasn't as good of a shooter last year as he is this year. So congratulations to him. And Noah Williams on the offensive putback, who looks like a very rangy, who's committed to CSUN, Cal State Northridge. Looks very rangy. And Nick Kamini with the step back, which is one of his patented moves. If Nick Kamini catches the ball on the left block, left slot, left wing area, he's going to go to some type of step back. And like as I told you guys, I know all their I have their idioms down. You know what I'm saying? Trent Perry handles the ball. Dominique was just subbed out for Isaiah. I forget Isaiah's last name. Isaiah is a 3D guy. He misses the three in the right corner. Very, I think he's about 6'5", 6'6", very long, athletic type kid. And I wish him well. Another guy just checked in for Robert Hinton is Amari Jones. And who I have an affinity for because and I'm gonna say this. Number 2 gets the steal, who is Isaiah Elohim, who's committed to Arkansas downhill, very athletic, tough pull up in the paint. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. 4 or 5 star recruit. I don't know any of these gentlemen. So I'm speaking from just my opinion. And if you don't like it, feel free to cash at me with your disagreement. And but getting back to Amari Jones, Trent Perry is at the top of the key. Isaiah, who's probably gonna Trent Perry pulls up for a 3, misses. Number 4 gets the rebound, which is Ethan Johnson. At the end of the first quarter. Getting back to Amari Jones, I had a chance to see him play. I thought that he was going to have a greater impact. This is becoming the end of his sophomore year, and I've watched him, and hopefully the Jones family will watch and listen to this. If not, please send it to him. I've seen his confidence go downhill, like at the top of the roller coaster, and it's just been spiraling down all season. I'm not sure, and I'm gonna just say this because I've watched the first 10 games. I've watched him in fall league. I've watched him in summer league, and his confidence. I'm not sure if Rbibo has done a great job at instilling confidence in a young man. And I wish him well. As I told you, Robert Hinton. Damn. Robert Hinton, who's one of my favorites, goes back to the free throw line as he just tries to put someone on a poster. And getting back to Amari Jones, I told him after we played him that I wish you well, and don't let no one take your confidence away. And I looked him in the eye and I said, "Do you understand me?" And he said, "Yes." And I genuinely wish him well because on film, as a coach, his output doesn't match what God gave him, and I genuinely want the best for him. I don't know him, but on film, when you see a kid sinking, confidence getting lower and lower, if you get a chance to say a positive word to him, I did. And I was happy. He actually cursed me out. Not cursed me out, but he knew what the game plan was to let him and Christian Ori shoot. And he made one. They looked back at the bench, and I was smiling at him. You know, I was real happy for him, man. Justin Askew has checked in. Number 4 makes the 3. Ethan Johnson. Jordan Askew, if I'm not mistaken, sophomore, who comes from a Very talented family. His brother's a starting guard for Cal, if I'm not mistaken, and Devin Askew, if I'm not mistaken. So I wish him well. If you guys don't know, I believe he's the one that was in McCain's documentary, if I'm not mistaken. So uh, Nick Kamini is the backup point guard, which is what I say about uh, that's his patented move. Robert Hinton, spin, step back on the left wing. That's his patented move. Justin Pippen misses a runner number 2, which is Isaiah Elohim, going to Arkansas with an and one. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful basketball, beautiful athletes. Sierra Canyon's up 22-15, and yeah, man, it's Nick Kamini. They said is number 15 in the nation. If you name me 14 better guys than Nick Kamini at the power forward spot, I got to see him. I got to see him because he's a nightmare. He was a nightmare to scout, man. He was definitely a nightmare to scout, man. And but Nick Kamini, who's the backup point guard for them, which is startling. All year he's been like the backup point guard and not Amari Jones. Isaiah misses, who gets fouled. He misses a bunny, but gets fouled, grabbing his own miss. I believe Isaiah's dad is the announcer for Harvard Westlake home games, and very athletic, man. He looks like a 3D guy. He has a frame that I'm not sure how his recruiting is going, but it looks like his frame will allow him to play in college. I don't know what the level he will be playing at, but he's so long and rangy and athletic. And I believe he's a junior this year. Noah Williams, who's going to CSUN, who looks like a great athlete. Justin Pippen, who sticks out very much so as I watched this game. He was the best player tonight on this game. Jaden Alexander. See, he plays off the ball too much, I think. And I know Sierra Canyon is they've won 22 games. Trent Perry. See, when you make Trent Perry be an athlete, beautiful. Speaking of athlete, beautiful by Isaiah Elohim. Freakish athlete, 4-star kid. As you can see, he's strong, athletic, fast. And now you know what a 4-star kid looks like. See, look at Amari Jones, how he gets pushed back. You know what I mean? And he quickly just gives it up. He should have turned and looked at the rim there. But when you don't have the confidence, you know what I mean? Harvard Westlake has been struggling all year with the confidence from its bench and consistent perimeter shooting. I know because, like I said, I've watched all of their games, and Christian Ori comes back in for Trent Perry. Christian Ori has been up and down. Dominique, who's top 15 at his center position, who's going to be playing Division I basketball for sure. I would like him to be more perimeter based in terms of his skill set, in terms of passing, doing a better job at transferring from the high post to the low post. Ooh, beautiful. And one foul on Nick Kamini. 25-17. As you can see, Sierra Canyon has more of the fluid athletic basketball player, and Harvard Westlake has more of the skilled position-based athlete, you know, outside of Robert Hinton. See, here's a lineup where Amari Jones has to be the lead guard, and I want to see what happens because Trent Perry's on the bench. Christian Ori spaces it, and Robert Hinton is the finisher. So let's see if Nick Kamini brings up the ball or Amari Jones. Let's see. Good. Amari Jones is bringing the ball up the court. I like it. Nope. He gives it back to Nick Kamini. Amari Jones needs to be bringing up the ball here because he's in the college situation. He needs more reps. You know, even though Nick Kamini makes that shot, I would have liked for Dominique to turn his shoulders on the rim and protect his right shoulder with his left shoulder and finish that ball off one dribble. But that's a big shot by Nick Kamini, who was a coach's dream and a matchup nightmare. You know, beautiful move, beautiful move. As you can see, the fluidity in the athletes, Bryce Cofield. Uh, it's amazing that CSUN and Long Beach State, UCR, haven't reached out to a kid like Bryce Cofield, man. Who is coming too wide. He's on the spin. Ooh, good pass. Good pass. Great finish by Nick Kamini. Yeah, as you can see, those guys have played a lot of minutes together, so they know where each other's going to be. Noah Williams passes it over to Elohim. Number 15, Christian Ori with the rebound. Robert Hinton's going downhill. He's and one. Woo-hoo! As I told you, Robert Hinton is a dude. As Marcellus Wiley say, that dude. He is that dude. What a finish. He breaks in someone's ankle and gets an and one. Wow. Beautiful. If you guys want to support Cash App, Silent Heroes, man, I will be doing this all year. I will be covering, as of right now, it looks like Sierra Canyon versus Notre Dame this upcoming Friday. I will be covering that game, so we'll see. Feel free to let me know what games you'd like me to do commentary on. And at the very least, you guys will have the video, of this game. So there you have it. So Justin Pippen has the ball to the right. It appears Scottie Pippen has done a great job with him in terms of his IQ. Nick Kamini, good push, pitches it ahead. Trent Perry's back in the game. Obviously, for Amari Jones, I said obviously, but yeah, if he's coming back in the game, he's coming back in. Last touch by Elohim. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing his name correctly. So Elohim is this where you see how good of a coach is on the baseline, cross screens everywhere, kicks it out to Dominique, curls around, beautiful set by Rabibo, he got the cross action, and he knows if the big man helps out on Nick Kamini is just going to blow by him and compromise the defense. Dribble handoff series, beautiful. They call foul or travel? They call travel. On Isaiah. I guess one ref had it foul, one had it travel. Trent Perry. The good, bad, ugly on Trent Perry. I say high IQ. There's no defense he hasn't seen. Beautiful finish. And one. Did he get the and one? Yes, he's shaking hands. So yeah, he got the and one. Very strong. I'm not sure if you can tell by watching, but you can really, really see in person that the young man has really, really physically worked on himself, and he's quite impressive in person. Strong base, strong lower base. Loves the game. Great, looks like a great teammate on film, and he's their leader. As you can see, he picks up the ball at half court. He's their leader. And this is what people came to see: Justin Pippen versus Trent Perry. Noah Williams, splash, hits a three. That's the one thing about Dominique. When they go Nicholas Kamini and Dominique on the floor at the same time, sometimes Dominique will have difficulty staying on the floor because of the speed of the game. Big shot by Christian Nori. Big shot, Christian, as they called his dad, Big Shot Rob. Congratulations to him. Justin Pippen going downhill, misses a left-hand bunny. Good rebound by Dominique. Skips it over. You see that the bench has no. How many bench minutes do you think they've had between number 13, Isaiah, and Amari Jones? They've taken one shot. The one shot was Isaiah, and he missed the bunny. So they just overlooking guys. Like I thought Dominique should have turned his shoulders on the rim. By this time, he's a sophomore. Um, he's he's a sophomore. He's a late sophomore, so he should be finishing that at the rim now. Um, but Trent Perry shooting 2 free throws, misses the first one. Um, we'll see how he fares at 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 USC. The scouting report that I can see on Trent Perry is uh, foot speed. He's gonna have to improve on his foot speed and his flexibility. Um, and I think if he does that, he'll be fine. Obviously, ball handling. He got to get better. He got to get better with his handle. But in terms of decision making and playing against high level, and um, I think he's just fine. And it's not like he's not capable. Justin Pippen with the pull up, but I think that I think he'll be fine at USC. I think he's a 3-4 year player there at USC. He'll he'll be getting paid to play basketball. That's for sure. I don't know where, but um, NBA, overseas, but he'll be a pro. Nick Kamini at the free throw line. I'll tell you a cool story about Nick Kamini. I don't know, I only have one. I was on campus. I was walking on campus with my son, and we were headed to the game. And Nick Kamini was doing, uh, uh, he was doing his shoot around. The team was doing shoot around, and he was leaving his gym. They have 2 gyms on campus. As I was walking by the gym, he was walking out, and he was taunting me. He said, "You in trouble today, coach?" Because I had my coach's jersey on, and I just complimented him. I said, "You're a nightmare," and I said that I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. When you see a flower, you compliment it. You compliment its beauty. And I said, I got to tell you, you're a hell of a basketball player, young man, and you're gonna have a great career. And I heard that his dad is a coach, and his dad's done a phenomenal job. Look at him. Second shot, air ball. They don't make shot. I'm telling you, their bench don't make shots, man. How are you airballing a right corner three when you in the catch and shoot slot? You know what I mean? And Harvard West, I mean, and Sierra Kane has the talent to recover. When we were at Burroughs, we didn't have the length and athleticism to recover, so they made a lot of threes. But they're gonna have to make some threes, man. They're gonna be in the open division, and if the coach scouts them right, I would say the correct way to play them is to look at the Burroughs tape and to look at the Notre Dame tape. I think that's how you beat Harvard Westlake. How you beat Sierra Canyon, to be determined. We'll see right now. Beautiful turnaround spin. Big rebound by Nick Kamini, who's probably gonna who pitches it ahead to Robert Hinton. Big time shot. 31-36 at half. 31-36 at half. And started the third quarter. Started the third quarter, man. Justin Pippen, who is a Division I point guard, who I think could be playing 82 games. Right on cue, splash, all net. Who I think could be playing 82 games at some point of his career. Yeah, I think he hasn't even tapped into how good he is, man. Um, and I've only seen him play once. I think that yeah, he's a hell of an athlete. Trent Perry with the strength, bullies down his way to the middle of the paint, hits 2. Um, so what they're gonna do now, if I'm Sierra Canyon, you're gonna put 30 Dominique in as many plays as possible. And that's typically and they're running their offense to whoever Dominique is guarding. And this is one of the weaknesses that Harvard Westlake has is running it through them. Ooh, big time shot by Justin Pippen. Fade away on the right short corner. Beautiful. Trent Perry heading downhill. Robert Hinton misses a three. Big time rebound by. Now he's going to back you down from here. Or you go screen and roll. Big time screen. Good shot by him. Just missed it. Robert Hinton does what he does on the offensive boards. Gets his own offensive rebound. That's that fast twitch. Somehow Justin and Sierra Canyon gets the ball. But I really enjoyed watching Justin Pippen. I didn't get a chance to see the third quarter because NFHS kind of froze on me. So right now, I don't know what's about to happen. I saw the first half, but I didn't watch the second half because NFHS has froze. So I don't know what's happening now. So all this is new to me right now. Nick Kamini, who's a bad man. Let's see how Trent Perry fares against being pressed full court by a long, rangy kid. Does his job well. Nick Kamini, here's the back down. And Trent Perry. That's where Trent Perry has to get better, even though he's gotten better. He has to get better at making threes. He's going to have to be a 40% kid, Step back, Robert Hinton swag. He's going to have so much fun at Harvard, man. Harvard, y'all got one, man. Y'all going to have so much fun with him. Man. See, they're going to run everything through Dominic. He's a liability because Nick Kamini's on the court. And so, and the reason why I said it because they're not fleet of foot. So basically, from a foot speed standpoint, you have two centers on the court. Nick Kamini is a little faster, but from a foot speed standpoint, they're slower than the guys they have to guard. So that's why Dominique plays himself off the court, because you need Nick Kamini on the court, who's a top 15 kid at his position, and so is Dominique. So there you have it, man. Shooting his third free throw. That's Noah Williams heading to CSUN. That's his dad that was taunting Nick Kamini. I'm assuming because I just saw he has there he is right there, has a Williams shirt on. You've done a hell of a job, Mr. Williams. I wish your son well at CSUN. Robert Hinton. See, this is where they have problems. See, now they're gonna have to depend. Now they're gonna have to depend on a bailout of some sort, because Dominique is not an offensive threat, and they tag him because he's not going to be a threat when he catches the ball at the high post. So they just jump to whoever he passes the ball to, and that kind of slows down Harvard Westlake. But Trent Perry does what he does. He finds a way to create an angle and gets to the free throw line. He's going to live at the free throw line at USC, but he's going to go up against greater athletes every night. So I'm real interested to see how that plays out. He's going up against another top 100 kid basically every night in the Pac-12, which is now the Big Ten. So he's going up against Michigan, Ohio State, Minnesota, Iowa, schools of that nature. I wonder how that travel is going to work out, man. That's going to be rough on those kids, man. Justin Pippen. That's interesting, man, that they would do that. But I mean, it's all about money. See, Dominique, how much time is on the court? They went to Isaiah with how much time in the third quarter? Dominic got to take stuff like this personal this offseason, because Robert Hinton and so it's about 15 seconds to elapse. When they go down to I'll see how much time. I'm very interested to see how long he played in the third quarter. Like I said, he's going to have to take that very personal, very, very personal, that he's getting played off the court. Justin Pippen for three. Big time shot. Big time shot. So it's been about 45 seconds. See if I can see it from here. No, I can't, but um it's probably at the 5 minute mark. Dribble handoff series. Dribble handoff series. If they switch it, Trent Perry's probably Isaiah. Their bench just don't come in and the productivity is just not there on their bench, man. They five deep, and it's gonna hurt them in back to back games. Like I don't know how it played out. I know they lost this game, but I'm interested to see the minutes of the bench coming down the stretch. But Rabibo's gonna have to do something. He's had bench problems all year, and he's basically had the same team. Everybody that's on the court right now was on varsity last year, that I saw in the playoffs. I don't know about the regular season who moved up, but big time. Whoo! Justin, you see the confidence in him? High level of confidence, man. Um, you know, Isaiah, who's probably going to come in. I'm just going to take a guess. Let's see who's on the court. Who's probably going to come in for Isaiah? Let's see if I'm right. Trent Perry, 318. So Dominic played about 4 minutes of the third quarter, who should be playing basically the whole game, because he can be such a dominant force at the high school level. I think God has blessed him with an immense amount. They have a healthy helpings of 6'8". They have, as you see, standing up, coincidentally, perfect timing, number 25 and number 34, and they're all in the same class. As I said, Amari Jones comes in for Isaiah. Every game, he's trying to figure out who can make that corner three. I don't think he knows, as it pertains to them on a daily. So we'll see. We'll see moving forward. I'm gonna record those open league games. Should be pretty fun. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, that's it. So that's a flop. That's a flop. Good shot. When Nick Kamini is on that left side, he's gonna go. He's gonna go step back, spin, step back. That's what he does. And obviously, Isaiah double downs with the spin. Going forward though, and an and one. As you can see, like I said, Sierra Canyon has more of the fluid athletes. Sierra Canyon has more of the skilled position athletes. As a team, Sierra Canyon can play more multiple positions than a Harvard Westlake. But both types get Division I scholarships. Both types play in the NBA, so just be great at it. So let's see what happens with Dom, man. So let's see what happens with Amari coming in. He comes in for number 24. Every day, every game is a crapshoot. Who's going to make the three? Who's going to make that corner three? Good pass. Beautiful pass by Amari Jones to Trent Perry. Too small. Trent Perry. Beautiful. Justin Pippen has the ball. Let's see what he does. I know he's kind of hot right now. Is a heat check coming? Is a heat check coming? See now they put Nick Kamini in screening role. You see the footwork? Nick Kamini and Don will be in screening role every possession now into the end of the year, because now it's high stakes, right? League championships. I believe they have the Mission League playoffs, and then they go to open division. So Nick Kamini is going to have to really, really, really study screening roles off that dribble handoff series, for real. So we'll see. It looks like he's calling to the bench to be taken out the game. Has he got a lot of fouls? I don't know. We don't have a statistician. We don't have a producer. So I don't know the foul situations or total points or anything like that. I'm just giving my commentary, but and obviously you can look and see who's playing a very good game. See, this is what I don't like. Amari Jones needs to be bringing the ball up the court. Nick Kamini needs to be their scorer. See, Nick Kamini is being bothered, but it took them about 8 seconds to get into their sets. They give it to Trent to get into their set when Amari Jones could bring the ball up the court and they can get in their sets much quicker. Good wall up. Big time rebound by Trent Perry. That's that strength. That's that strength that he's developed over the years. It shows there. Going back to the free throw line. Hopefully he can shoot at least 80% from the 3-point line here in college. So we'll see. So we'll see. Who's coming in now? Oh, no one's coming in. So we'll see. Yeah. Rabibo and his assistant coach, who I've met this summer, knows his basketball. Very intelligent. He coaches for BTI. Very, very intelligent man. He's going to be a head coach one day, for sure, for sure. Rabibo is going to be a college coach, head coach one day. His preparation is amazing. Going downhill. Robert Hinton gets the rebound. You know what happens when Robert Hinton gets the rebound, man. Hey, listen, if you go to beat Harvard Westlake, if you have aspirations of beating Harvard Westlake, it is more important to box out a 6'4" guard in Robert Hinton than it is Dominique, they 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" center. He puts so much pressure on the defense when he gets the rebound, man. And it's very, everybody knows what he's going to do once he gets it. And 48-46 Sierra Canyon, man, coming down the stretch. So we'll see what happens. 48-47. Yeah, they have a plethora of big men, Sierra Canyon, getting back to that story. But they all in the same class. I'm very interested to see what happens. What happens? They got 3 6'8", 6'9" guys, and they all in the same class. And Rabibo only plays one, so I'm very interested because you can't play both of them. If you can't play Nick Kamini and Dominic, you surely can't play Dominique and 34 and 25 at the same time because of the foot speed. High school don't go high low. It ain't no David Robinson, Tim Duncan situation at the high school level. And they haven't even scratched yet 34 and 25. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out moving forward in terms of these young men, because I think both of them can play in college for sure, for sure. I've seen them on film and I've seen them in the AAU setting. So we'll see. Nick Kamini goes to the free throw line, who's nothing but net. Oh, I got another cool story last year about Nick Kamini, his commitment to the sport. I was at a Harvard Westlake game, just hanging out, just wanted to go see some good basketball. And you know, you go to a gym and you see somebody you know, and you just end up talking. So I ended up talking to somebody at the Harvard Westlake game for a long time, about 30 minutes. And there is about 100 people on the court, maybe 200 people on the court. And I guess Nick Kamini had missed some free throws that game. In the middle of these sea of people after the game, 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere, not that late, but you get what I'm saying. He's shooting free throws. So his commitment to the game should be celebrated. Yeah, I was very impressed with that. Nick Kamini gets, see, it's a big difference when Nick Kamini gets a rebound and Robert Hinton gets a rebound. Although they're a threat, there's not, Nick Kamini can't put pressure on your defense from 84 feet away. You know, we'll see how this plays out. He's going to pass it on the right wing. Christian Ori for three. Splash. Christian Ori. I know his dad is jumping up and down somewhere. Good job, big shot, Rob. Another great story. After they beat us handily, 35, 40 points, just more talented team. But we had the game plan to beat them. Justin Pippen off the glass. Trent Perry couldn't secure the rebound. Now let's see how good. See, I'll get back to that Robert Horry story in a second. Let's see how good Sierra Canyon coaches, because when the game goes flat and you need these buckets, We'll see what play they draw up to score. I like these situations. How many bench players they got on court? They only have one. Nick Kamini with the great defensive play. It was a good set. It was just a great defensive play by Nick Kamini. Oh, that's a block. That's a block, Nick. It was close, but it was a block. He was moving, still moving into that position. Um, 319. So um so so we literally just left Christian Ori open. And he struggled that night. Probably made one or two threes, but he probably took about 10, 11 shots. And we just left him open. And Robert Ory stayed about an hour, 90 minutes after the game. And Robert Ory and Christian Ory were getting up shots. And I had a great conversation with Robert Ory, who I have a great deal of respect for now, having that conversation with him. I don't know him. I'm not one of these guys that clings on to these famous athletes or celebrities. I've had two conversations with Robert Ory. The first time it was at a St. Francis game. And what a gentleman. Honestly, what a gentleman. And I believe he was with his wife. He was with his wife, and I just asked him a question about basketball, but getting back to after they beat us by like 35, 40. So, let's get back to that story in a second. Robert Hinton puts an exclamation point on the end of the third quarter. That might be the play of the year so far for Harvard Westlake. What a play. What a play. Way to punctuate the end of the third quarter. Harvard Westlake comes back with the momentum. So getting back to my story. I appreciate him accepting the game for what it is. Because when you leave, and Robert Ory, Christian Ory comes from great stock, right? And I appreciate him for accepting the challenge, because I went up to him and I told Christian Ory, you're going to have to make some threes for y'all to win that championship, Christian. And Robert Ory agreed with me. And usually when you're dealing with someone's parent, they're very sensitive about their child. And I don't mean it in a disrespectful manner. I just don't like the fluff. You know what I mean? We had to do what we do to win. And Robert Ory was at that time, I don't know what he's shooting now, but he was in the 30 percentile, 30% something. That's travel. They didn't call it. It counts. Oh, they did call it. Okay. He was in the 30 percentile. But the fact that Robert Ory understood his child and stayed after 90 minutes and greeted us like with the level of respect, I have nothing but respect for him. And I wish nothing but the best for Christian Ory. But we had to give our best game plan possible to give our team a chance. And we thought that was, and we hung in there. Rabibo called the first timeout. Now, here's where their strength is: screen and roll, catches the ball, finish. Big time. See, that's where Dom is great at. That's where they're great at. Big time finish. What's up, Link? Yeah, sure. There you go, bud. Don't shake it. All right. Justin Pippen versus Trent Perry. Can you get it? Yeah, you got it. There you go. Don't turn it. Give it here. Is that a block or a charge? They call it offensive foul. Was that an offensive foul or a block? Was that a charge or a block, Lincoln? A block? Okay. There you go, bud. I thought it was an offensive foul. I think I called it an offensive foul when he went up. Christian Ory's taking the ball out. You want to say something to the people? All right. Exactly. Why would I? Nick Kamini handles the ball. What's the score? I feel like Harvard Westlake's winning right now. I want to see the score. Nick Kamini's on the left. He's going to shoot when he's on. Dominic, see, that's where you got to push Nick Kamini off that left block. All right. And I'm waiting on, I don't know the score, but it looks pretty cool. It's 50 to 56. 50 to 56, Harvard Westlake. Dominic makes the three, makes a free throw. They up 57 to 50 with 6:22 left. Let's see how this plays out. Because they had the lead. So I know what happens, but I don't know how it happened. So let's see how this plays out. Dominic, they up 58 to 50 with 6:22 left. How the hell did Sierra Canyon come back? How? I missed that play. I got a text. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Feel free to hit the Cash App, man. Silent Heroes, man. What game do you want to see me next, man? Feel free to follow me on Instagram. Trent Perry, he's probably going straight to the rim now. Big time catch by Dom. Big time. Okay. Damn, how did they blow that opportunity? Good pass by Trent Perry coming down. This number 12, Bryce Cofield. Oh, they just out hustling into the ball. Justin Pippen for three. Splash. What a game this man had. What a game. What a game. Star in the making. Star in the making. Without a shadow of a doubt. Star in the making. I don't know what's going on. Something happening on the baseline. Oh, the ref is mad at a fan. I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming the referee is talking to the athletic director. I don't know. Somebody said something. No biggie. Everyone's looking. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So here we have it. Oh, he's talking to Mr. Williams. He has a I'm assuming that's Mr. Williams, but he's not doing that but being a dad. That's what dads do, man. I don't know if he crossed the line or not, but that's what dads do, man. Shout out to all the dads, man, raising their kids, man, through basketball, man. I salute y'all, man. Let these dads raise their kids, man. Also, dads, respect the coach. You chose that school, respect the coach. If you don't like the coach, just leave. Simple as that, man. And shout out to the steal. Nick Kamini with a huge turnover. Block, foul on Trent Perry, and one. See the athleticism, see the fluidity and athleticism is starting to pick up now. And this is Harvard Westlake's third game in 6 days, which will probably take a toll on the reason why they gave up this lead and ultimately succumbed to Sierra Canyon. No bench minutes. From 6:22 on, let's see if they make a substitution. It's 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they have a foot speed deficit. Let's see what they do. Oh my God. Nick Kamini. That's unlike you. That's so uncharacteristic. Trent Perry, who's he looking at? He's like, he needs help. Who's he looking at? Looking at the bench, like we need another guard in. But Rabibo don't have the confidence to bring in another guard. No, you don't have the confidence. You don't have the confidence in the bench. He doesn't. So we'll see what happens, man. Sierra Canyon, Notre Dame, this upcoming Friday is going to be it's going to be a big game. Big time move by Cofield. Big time pass by Noah Williams. It doesn't count. Foul on the floor. I don't know the Harvard Westlake, who doesn't play zone, is going to have to play zone with Dominic on the floor. Oh, snap. Big time three by Justin Pippen, who's outplaying Trent Perry coming down the stretch, man. Literally outplaying him coming down the stretch. All right, let's see if Trent Perry responds. They're going to run their sets. They're going to run their dribble handoff to a rub series. Out of bounds, 4 turnovers in a row for Harvard Westlake. It's a sign of fatigue. It's a sign of Sierra Kane forcing them to be tired. So both things can be true. Yes, this is their third game. They've traveled 3,000 miles. Sierra Kane, don't feel sorry for them, because if Harvard Westlake wins, you're gonna give them credit for winning 3 big time games. Oh no, he didn't make that shit. Okay, I was about to say big time rebound and put back in by number 12, Mr. Cofield. Man, I don't know what the score is, but I feel like Harvard Westlake is losing by now. It feel like Sierra Kane done went on like a 10-0 run. Trent Perry is just dribbling without a cause right now. He had to call timeout, full timeout. You should have called that earlier in the possession, Rabibo. You should have called it as soon as he crossed half court. But we'll see. No movement. Then Kamini. See, he caught the ball from too far. I don't think he's going to make that. Oh, they called an offensive foul. Yeah, he made it though. But you starting the offense too far out. So you're forcing your big man to come out when he's not fleet of foot. You know what I mean? They're just doing a horrible job getting into their sets right now. And with all due credit to Sierra Kane, you know, dribble handoff series. Whenever Dominique but Dominique is guarding a true big man, so it won't be that. So they're just gonna go dribble handoff series to the best player. Wow. Justin Pippen creates a foul. Just foul on Nick Kamini. Did he foul out? He's had like 2 or 3 fouls in this quarter alone. Thank you guys for watching. I genuinely appreciate you guys. I'm enjoying this. I'm not a professional. I'm just a dad. I'm just a fan of the sport. And so that's it. I am not Jeff Van Gundy. Justin Pippen. Justin Pippen makes one, misses one. Big time rebound by Nick Kamini. Trent Perry, you gotta make a play now, champ. It's Trent Perry time, and he knows that he's getting pushed. He's getting pushed off of it. Big time shot by Robert Hinton. Misses it. 60. Wow. 61-58. 3:20 left. They're up by 3. They're on a 13-0 run. I wouldn't think Harvard Westlake would give up a 13-0 run. You know what I mean? That's very uncharacteristic of them. They're a well-coached team, well-prepared. Big time rebound by 25. Who is Majuk, I believe that's the name. Oh, if he makes that guy. See, they tired. Bryce Cofield is not getting boxed out and one. Crowd goes wild. Harvard Westlake is tired. Nick Kamini picked up another foul, so he's trying to push it on Dominique to get the foul. Smart veteran move. High IQ. Like he's a coach's son. But see, here's the problem. Here's the big time problem. They don't have the foot speed with Nick Kamini and Dominic out there at this level coming down the stretch. If they're not giving Dominic the ball, then there's no. It's because he's not dominant. He has to be more dominant out there, and he will be. He will be. He's going to play in college, and he's going to have a great career. He's still young, but I mean, you just got to go direct post. He's going left shoulder. Christian Nori for the big miss. I think this game is over now. 64-58, 2:30 left. Harvard Westlake struggling mightily. 14-0 run. 14-0 run. God damn. That's like JV shit. 16-0 run. God damn. Never would have expected this from Harvard Westlake. Like I said, I didn't see how it happened. You know, big time rebound by Noah Williams, man. C-Sun got one there. Noah Williams. Hey, Noah Williams, man, work on your skill set, man. I think you might shock some people, man. You know what I mean? Keep working, young man. You look like a basketball player. 16-0 run as of right now. Now they're going to try and get him off the ball. 18, well, get the hell out of here. You gonna call a timeout, Rebo? What you gonna do? Shucks. You gonna make a sub? You gotta go threes now, young. You gotta go offense for defense with your guys. You might want to do you extend the game here? Not yet. Swing it, hit that Nick. Dumb foul. Dumb foul. 18-0 run. 117 left. 68-58. It was 58-50. It was 58-50. When Dominic made those 2 free throws. Robert Hinton looks like he has a strained calf of sorts. Probably cramps. Yeah, it looks like a cramp. Definitely a cramp. They're going to need him coming down the stretch. Let's see. Yeah, it's a cramp. Trainer comes in. Amari Jones comes in. And finally, they take Dominic out. Not because he's not good enough. It's just a foot speed thing. That's all it is. It's just a foot speed thing. And they bring in Isaiah. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Nick Kamini misses the front end, hits the back end. Oh, it's 3. So he can go 2 for 3. He's one of them players that gets your college coach an extension. He ain't gonna do nothing but average a double in college. He'll be a better rebounder in college, especially if he improves his foot speed. He's gonna be a hell of a player. Improve your foot speed, Nick. Improve your foot speed. Get on that jump rope. You should be jumping roping 15 minutes a day anyway. Noah Williams. Justin Pippen is fouled. Looks like it's all but over now. The fat lady is walking down the stairs. Justin Pippen, who's had a hell of a day. Looks like he probably had about 5 threes. He's probably working on like 22, 23 points, I feel like. I don't know what he ended up with, but y'all can go to Google and figure that out. But he might be playing 82 games one day. He was the best player on the court tonight. He was definitely the best player on the court. I wish him well. Scotty, you done a great job. Done a great job with him. Jaden Alexander ain't been in all second half. That's interesting. I just caught that. But like I said, he should have went somewhere where he could have been the leading man, because I think he could have played himself into college. And I hope that he gets a chance to play in college. Freakish athlete, it looks like. So wish you well moving forward, Jaden. Misses 3, put back, and 1. 55 seconds, 62-69. Big time by Nick Kamini. See, that's why I said you need your guards to bring up the floor so Nick Kamini can be Nick Kamini. Whether you passing the ball at the high post, he likes it on the left slot, left wing area, left block, so he can get an offensive rebound, do something else, We'll see. So, there's Jaden Alexander. He's in now, but it's all for naught. They're probably just going 5 guards to protect the ball. That's probably what they're going to do. 5 guards, protect the ball. They'll probably take 25 out. Let's see what they do. Almost a steal by Trent Perry. That's a foul by Amari Jones. Yeah, they're going 5 guards. So Isaiah is going to play the 5 slot if there is such a thing. Oh, man. I don't know why they're bringing. Who they bringing? Oh, they want to secure the rebound. Yeah, you can't do nothing without the ball. So they're going to bring in Dom to secure the rebound. Who's he going to come in for? 13? I don't know who 13 is. Forgive me. No, he's coming in for Isaiah. Don't come in for Isaiah. So we'll see. To secure the rebound, Trent Perry's. Let's see how they play this. Because even though they're losing, it's still strategy involved. So, I mean, it looks like they're going to lose the game, but I'm interested to see what Rebo calls in. Is he going to call a half-court rub and you pull up for three. There it is, the rub. It's too late now. Trent is gonna get washed off. See, he's gonna get washed off. Yeah, I didn't think there was a foul. I thought that uh verticality, but Trent Perry does a phenomenal job at creating contact, drawing attention to himself. Sometimes you just got to draw attention to yourself. 37 seconds left. They're going to extend this game, so I can anticipate a lot of fouls. A lot of fouls coming down the stretch. 37 seconds. Good shot by Trent Perry. They're down 37 seconds left. I want to see how they play this. You got to extend the game, so steal foul. Steal foul. There it is. Here it comes right now. They call timeout. Isn't it great with the recordings? You're not going to get the timeouts. I'm interested to see what Harvey Westlake runs coming down the stretch on his next play. What do they run? Got a foul. Good foul, 13. Cofield going to the free throw line. I'm sure by now he's gotten offers from Cal Poly Pomona, St. Louis Obispo, schools like that, Cal State Bakersfield. Got to. He's a hell of a player. Hell of a player. Good. Yeah, it's over. The fat lady just grabbed the mic. She just waiting to walk on stage. Yeah, you might as well go 5 guards at this point. Stop playing. Wow. Third game. Harvard Westlake drops 2 in a row. I don't remember the last time I've said anything like that. Good rebound. Let's see what they do. Shoot the ball, man. Turn the ball, man. See what happened? Why are you looking to pass the ball? You're a 3-point shooter, dog. Are they gonna foul? Yep. This is the last foul of the game. It should be. Jaden Alexander goes to the free throw line. I believe that's Big Boy's son. Thank you, Big Boy, for being a soundtrack to my mornings for about 15, 20 minutes every morning. LA appreciates you, and congratulations on your Hollywood Walk of Fame. Congratulations, you and your son. Hopefully you get to see your son play in college. Yeah, man, I think that's his son. Congratulations to you, man. Big win by Sierra Canyon, which sets up the big matchup this upcoming Friday. Ooh, it's gonna be a barn burner. I wish I could be there. Actually, I don't want to be there, but I like doing this. They filed. Game over. 72-60. I just missed it. What is it? Great job by the cameraman. A little higher, a little higher. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Harvard Westlake has 2 timeouts left. I know that. Both teams in the bonus. Nick Kamini goes to the bench. They'll probably bring in. That's it. I'm very interested to see what happens with Harvard Westlake's big man. I don't think they'll stay. I think if Harvard Westlake big men stay, then education is more important than basketball. But if they want their kid to get a scholarship, I think both of them are going to have to leave to play elsewhere. So we'll see how that plays out. But Harvard Westlake is top 5 in the nation in terms of high school. So if they want to go to an Ivy League school, then that's where they need to stay. 74-65. He makes final score 74-68. Big win. Big win. Big win. Rabibo's lost 2 in a row for the longest, for the first time that I can think of in recent history. And I wish them well moving forward. So there you have it. There you have it. The first edition of commentary. So feel free to enjoy the game. And talk to you guys soon. Hit the Cash App, Silent Heroes. Click the links below. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate you guys. Peace.